Welcome to Pamati Tutorial. Makinig, manood, at matuto. Now, we are on the next lesson, which is the subset of a line. This video, we will discuss the segments, rays, and intersecting lines. Those are the subsets of a line. Okay, in our previous video, we've discussed the undefined terms. And if hindi nyo pa napapanood kung ano yung undefined terms, which is the point, line, and plane, nandun sa description sa baba ang link ng video. Okay, now, subset of a line. Now, the objective for this video, define, identify, and name the subset of a line. You need to define and we need to identify the different subsets of a line. Okay, sisimulan natin. Let's have a review first. What is a line? Line, it is a straight, continuous arrangement of infinity many points. Ayan. Now, its length is infinite. Ayan. Then, it is extended infinitely in two direction. Okay, pwedeng up and down, pwedeng right and left. Then, line, it has length but no width and no thickness. Now, line can be named by a single lowercase script letter or any 2 points. Okay, now that is a line L and line MN or NM. Now, remember, this would be the symbol for the line. Nasa upper or nasa upper part ng N at saka M or M at saka ng N. Okay, that is the symbol for the line. Now, the subset of a line. The first one is the line segment. Now, line segment, it is a part of a line consisting of two endpoints and all the points in between. Ayan. It is part of a line consisting of two endpoints and all the points in between. Now, if we will have here point U and point E, then we will create a line from point U to E, and that is what we call a line segment. Anong pagkakaiba ng line at saka ng line segment? Kapag sinabi nating line, meron siyang arrowhead. Ibig sabihin, infinite. Kapag sinabi nating line segment, meron siyang dalawang endpoints na ibig sabihin, hindi siya infinite. Exact lang siya. Exact yung length, exact yung measurement. That is a line segment. Kaya tinatawag siyang subset of a line kasi part pa rin siya ng line. Okay. Now, it has definite length. Sinabi ko kanina, it is not infinite or definite. It is definite length. It has definite length. Hindi siya infinite. Okay. Now, it is named using two capital letters and line without an arrow above them. Okay, example, you have here, line segment UE. Observe, on this part, wala siyang arrowhead yung symbol natin. Kapag meron yung arrowhead, that is line. Pero kapag walang line segment, walang arrowhead, rather, kapag walang arrowhead, ibig sabihin, line segment. That is line segment UE. Or, it will read as line segment UE. And that is a line segment. Okay, pwede rin sabihin natin line segment EU. Ayan, pwedeng ganyan. Ayan, line segment EU or line, yan. Next, the second subset, or continue pa rin tayo, the congruent segments. Now, in a line segments, we have what we call the congruent segments. The congruent segments, two segments have the same measure or length. Okay, now, in symbol, that is the symbol for the equal. Ito yung symbol ng equal. This would be the symbol for equal. Now, ang congruent, that would be the symbol for the congruent. This would be the symbol for the congruent. Para siyang equal, kaya lang may mga pa-wave sa ibabaw. That is the congruent. Okay? Now, congruent segment, two segments having the same measure or length. Although magkapareho, pero iba't iba yung paggamit. Kapag sinabi natin equal, magkakapareho. Kapag sinabi natin congruent, magkakapareho. But, iba't iba yung gamit. Okay. Now, if we will have here a line segment AB measures 3 cm, then line segment XY measures also 3 cm. Ibig sabihin, line segment AB is equal to line segment XY because they have the same measure which is 3 cm. Diba? Example, this one. Line segment AB is equal to line segment XY is read as the measure of line segment AB is equal to the measure of line segment XY. Yun ang pagkagamit. We are using the measure. But if it is congruent, line segment AB is congruent to line segment XY. Yun siya. It means kapag sinabi natin congruent, directly tayo. Ibig sabihin, lahat na yan equal. Pwede yung length, pwede yung measurement. Yan. That is what we call a congruent. Now, remember, that is the symbol for the congruent. And that is for the line C. Okay. The second subset of a line is what we call ray. Una is line segment. Then pangalawa is ray. Now, ray, it is a part of a line with only one endpoint and extending in only one direction. Now, kapag sinabi natin ray, it tells about direction. Example, we have here point R and point U, then we will draw a ray. Okay. Sinabi natin kanina, ray, it has only one endpoints. Ayan. One endpoints. One endpoint. Ayan. One endpoint. Ito yung one endpoint. Yung point R natin. Okay? This would be our one endpoint. And extending only in one direction. Ayan. One direction. Saan siya papunta? Going right. Okay? Going right. That is what we call a ray. Now, because sinasabi, kapag sinabi natin ray, it talks about direction. Hindi naman pwede na dito tayo magsisimula sa point B. Yan, dyan magsisimula sa point B, then papunta tayo sa R. Dapat, kung magsisimula tayo sa point B, papuntang R, dapat ang arrow papunta rin doon. Diba? Papunta doon ang arrow. Yan, papunta dyan. Since ang arrow natin is papunta dito, that is why simula tayo sa R, papunta sa B. Next, in naming with endpoints first, it is named with its endpoint first, followed by another point on the ray using two capital letters with one arrowhead above them. Okay, now example, we have here ray RB. It will read as ray RB. That symbol above RB is what we call ray. That is the symbol for ray. But if we will have here an arrowhead above at the other side, it means that is line RB. Kapag walang arrowhead, ibig sabihin line segment. Since isang part meron siyang arrowhead, then that is ray RB. Again, magsisimula tayo kung saan yung isang endpoints. Dito, point R, then papunta sa another point ng ray natin, which is point B. Hindi, sir, pwede bang isulat natin is ray BR? Hindi. Kasi, kapag ray BR, from B going to R, remember, kapag sinabi natin ray, it talks about direction. Since ang direction natin from R to B, therefore we have ray RB. Okay, let's have here. Now, in a ray, we have what we call the opposite rays. Opposite rays are rays with a common endpoints but extending in opposite direction. Example, point R, point T, and point B. Now, we have here the two rays. Observe, we have here ray, which is the color yellow, and ray, which is the color white. Then, ang endpoints mangyayari itong point T. Okay, we have here the endpoint which is point T. The first ray we have is point array, which is that point T, that is their common endpoints. That is point T. Now, the first array that we have is ray TB. And the second ray, which is ray TR. Okay. Now, TB going right and TR going left. Okay? That is the opposite direction. Sir, pwede ba yung TR pag ganito ang pagsulat? Ray, then meron tayo ditong R ang una, bago ang T. Okay. Pwede ba ganyan pagkasulat? Para sa akin, ito lang ang proper way how to write the ray. Magsisimula ang ray, the symbol for the ray is going right. Then, sisimula tayo sa endpoints going to the points on the other part of the ray. Now, on this part naman, sir, papunta kasi sa left. Kaya yung symbol ko sa ibabaw papunta sa left. Okay. Siguro, sa ibang teachers, tatanggapin nila, pero sa akin, hindi ko yan tatanggapin. Okay? In writing the proper, that is going to right, the symbol of the ray, going to right, ang arrow, then the endpoints and another point of the ray. Okay, that is the opposite rays. Now, let's try this. Name all the segments, rays, and opposite rays in the given figure. Okay, example, this would be our given figure. Sir, nakakalito. Find the line segments, what are the rays, and what are the opposite rays. Okay, first, line segment. Remember, kapag sinabi natin line segment, we talks about two endpoints. Marami dyan. Una, AD. Okay? Meron tayong AD. Ayan. From A going to D. Ayan, line segment AD. Next, we have DE. Ayan, DE. Meron tayong D from D to E. Next, we have AE. Yan. A hanggang E. Next, BD. Yan. BD or DB. Pwede na yan. DB. Next, CD. Ayan. C and D. Those are the line segments. Now, for the rays, we have ray, D, A, yan, D, that is the endpoint. Then going to left. Next, D, B. From our endpoint, which is D, going to B, which is the southeast. Okay, parang ganyan. Southeast ang direction. Next, DC. Okay, D, then C, going up ang direction natin. Next, we have ray, D, E, means going right. Another one, we have ray AD. Okay? Ray AD. Bakit siya? From A, which is this would be our endpoints, which is point A, that is our endpoints, going to D. Kasi nga, nandito yung arrowhead. Or, we have AE from point A to point E. On this direction, papunta sa right. Okay. Next, we have also from E to D or ray ED kasi papuntang left or ray EA papunta ring left. Those are the rays. Then the opposite rays, we have the common endpoints which is point D, then DA and DE. Those are the rays. Okay. Alam na natin kung ano yung line segments, rays, and opposite rays. Now, another subset of a line, we have the intersecting lines. Now, in the intersecting lines are lines on the same plane having a common point. Ayan. And that common point is what we call points of intersection. The point of intersection. Example, we have here line RS and line TU. Okay? Line RS and line TU. Observe, asa sila nag-cross? Saan sila nag-cross? Okay. On this part, di ba dito yung point nila. dito sila nag-cross, that point, and that point, namely, example, that point is point X. And that point is what we call the point of intersection. That is the point of intersection. And that is what we call the intersecting lines. That is the intersecting lines, dalawang line na nag-intersect, that is intersecting lines, on the same plane, and then those intersection, and that intersection, which is the common point, is what we call the point of intersection. Then we have here, line RS and line TU intersect at point X. Okay. Parang sa crossing lang, di ba? Yung sa mga daanan, sa mga road, parang nag-crossing lang. Yun siya. Next. Hindi siya part of the subset of a line, but we will need to discuss what is the collinear and coplanar. But before that, let's have a short review. Sadali lang. The line segments, rays, and intersecting lines are the subset of a line. Now, we have here the collinear and coplanar. Kapag sinabi natin collinear, it means on the same line. Ano ba yung on the same line? Ibig sabihin, nasa iisang linya lang sila. In just one line, that is collinear. Okay. Example, if we will have your line, then point R, point S, and point T are collinear. Okay? They are collinear. Point R, S, T, and point U are collinear. Bakit? Those points ay nasa iisang linya lang. That is what we call collinear. Pag sinabi naman natin coplanar, it means on the same plane. Kapag collinear, on the same line, coplanar, on the same plane. Lahat ng points, example, point R, point S, and point T, ay nasa iisang plane lang. Therefore, point R, S, and T are coplanar. Okay, yun ang pagkakaiba ng collinear at saka ng coplanar. Okay? And I hope may natutunan kayo sa panunood at pakikinig ng video na ito. And thank you for watching this math tutorial, which is the Pamati tutorial. Manood, makinig, at matuto. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And click the notification bell to notify kung meron pang mga susunod na video. Thank you for watching. Please share this video to your classmates, to the ones who wants to learn about the mathematics. Okay, thank you. Maraming salamat. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.